Puff pod. Thank you. Do I still have the other teapot? I do. So this is the plan. Let's empty out this one though, so I don't accidentally give him the wrong one. I figured out, if you were gone, I figured out how this works and why I kept getting 2 cups. So you can serve like a couple cups from one thingy. And you have to like actually hold it to empty it to make a new batch. Tea bowl. Let's see what pretty color this makes. Puff pod, right? Yes. Puff pod. White berry. Right? I want to make sure. Yes. The spring sale is crazy. For games, I agree. I'm gonna be playing Needy Streamer Overload. It's really cheap right now, this Friday. Let me get a cup. A lot of stuff's really, really cheap. Stanley Parable is really cheap. 2, Beginner's Guide. See, there's so much more tea left. Maybe I'll make me a cup and see if she has a different thing to say about it. Where is he? Over there. Only $1 right now? That's crazy and great. Here's your tea. Here you go, passion tea. Excellent, let's have a taste. Look at you! Look at his face. Excellent. Oh, sorry. My goodness. Are there puff pods in this? What an interesting selection. Warrior Alta. They are said to fill one's mind with a false nostalgia, no? When I drink this, I imagine having a brother. I was an only child and enjoyed the adoration of my parents. Yet in truth, I always wished for a brother. Someone always by my side to grow along with, to play and to train with. It was a dream. A dream unfulfilled. Yet I am reminded that this loneliness led me to seek out peers and community through combat training. I filled my life with others to grow and to train alongside. The passion for connection was always there. Yes, the passion to connect with others in this way. It lives in me, always, no matter what. Yes, I'm very grateful for the tea you have brought me. It is exactly what I hoped for. Thank you. Say, as long as I have your ear a moment, I must ask you something. There is a story that I have heard about you, and I simply must inquire whether it's true or not. Did I not put the other one in there? I did, right? He just doesn't have anything to say about that one? The choices are sure, go ahead. Let me stop you right there, it's true. Let me stop you right there, it's false. Sure, go ahead. We don't know what it is, so how can we answer? You were trained in sword combat by the old master Arnhart, were you not? You see, there is a tale I have heard told a number of times about your training with him. I have heard it said that at your graduation from his school, you boasted of your unparalleled skill. And apparently, Master Earnhardt, widely regarded as the foremost expert in modern sword combat, was so disgruntled by your hubris that he contrived to humiliate you. He personally challenged you to a longsword duel, his own preferred weapon, on your very graduation day. And I am told, Warrior Alta, that you, in fact, disarmed him right there in front of the student body. Of course, all who were in attendance would have been strictly ordered to never speak of it. But with you here in front of me, I simply must ask, is this true? What can I say? He got arrogant, and I taught him a lesson. I am ordered by oath to never speak of that situation. You put the bite berry in there. I assume the comments about him wanting your brother as a kid was that part. Oh, that was for the Puff Pod. The Puff Pod gives you, nostalgic memories of stuff that never happened. But, like, the other one does bring the I wonder if you put the Puff Pod with something else, if that memory was different. Or, like, your nostalgia is... If you're, like, infuriated, maybe the nostalgia is you felt infuriated. I would like to play this again. Because I would like to know if that changed that or not. I don't like saying the second one, but I don't like the first one either, because it sounds like I got arrogant. Being confident isn't bad, but I'll say the first one. So it is true. I will admit I was hard pressed to believe it when I first heard. But as I look into your eyes now, I do not doubt that it is true. You speak with conviction. Thank you for indulging me. I promise I will not speak a word of it outside this conversation. I'm happy to inspire this dude. Also, can I have that cup? I'm trying not to lose my cups. I'm gonna make a cup of tea for homegirl over there. The math one, specifically. I'm trying to see where he's gonna put it. What's up? Miss Alta, Boro couldn't help but notice that you poured a cup of tea to the exact perfect height. Yes, a full cup, but not a single drop over the edge. Absolute perfection. No point in doing something if you're not shooting for perfection. Why is the pouring mechanism so complex? We talked about this earlier. The perfection thing. I want to say this just to get what Boro says back to it. Haha, yes, that does seem like something Miss Alta would say. Of course, here's where Boro points out that imperfections can be quite lovely too, blah blah blah. Boro makes a silly joke and Miss Alta frowns and all is well. Wow, Boro, that's great advice, thank you. Or frown super, super hard. It is so good to be seeing things in the natural equilibrium. That's hilarious. That was a good little area. He still has the cup. We're gonna lose that cup. Where was the area with this? No. This is a new area. Let's get to cutting. Let's do a little bit of maintenance real quick before we continue. I will talk to you in a little bit. More cups! Yes. He's in the way. I want this. Cup number 1. Where's the other cup? Wait. 2 cups. Alright, what was it? Math. Wailing fruit. I think I'll just do wailing fruit. which one was that? Is this one? Massberry. Whaling fruit. We have tea over here. Random coding question. Any chance you know how to make character animations transition smoothly when letting go and pressing 2 keys at the same time? What do you mean by smoothly? Transition smoothly. My biggest tip would be include a middle frame in the animation that looks like he's going, or whatever the character is going from idle to the new animation, instead of making like idle and let's say he's burping, like just go from like idle opening mouth burp, you know, instead of idle burp. Like add that 2 seconds of like transitioning from idle to the animation. But I'm not exactly sure what you mean, because that's more of an animation side of things than the coding side of things. You just make the animation a little longer. But also, I don't know if that's what you're asking. So the problem I'm having is when I press like up and left at the same time. If I let go of up while still pressing left, the character animation will stick as the up sprite. How are you doing your animations? Wait. No! I gotta empty this. I didn't heat it. This is just a garbage patch of water. Like, are you using a state machine? Are you using a script? Or, like, how are you doing it? On key press, play animation. I was working on 8 directional sprites, but it was being funky. If you're doing it in a script or a script machine, don't. That's my biggest thing. Do a state machine. And with the state machine, make sure it is idle has a transition to up, up has a transition to left, and back to idle, and left has a transition to up and idle and whatever else. Like, everything needs to be tied together. And I know that's like hard to remember sometimes because you'll be like idle transitions to up. It needs to go back to idle. Like, how do I put it? Idle, if key is pressed, transitions to up. If key is released, transitions to idle. And then idle should automatically start doing the work to, if key is pressed, transition to left. But if for some reason it gets stuck, have the same transition from idle to left, from up to left. So if the idle is like, if left key pressed, transition to left, up should also have a transition where it's like, if key pressed, transition to left. Like, there should be a bunch of webs, a bunch of triangles. Does that make sense? And does that help? Scripts don't know that they're transitioning back. No matter how long your script is, they will get stuck more often than state machines. Because state machines are like, this is void, and we're going backwards. Versus script machines, they don't void it out. It's just like, oh, we are up, now we are left, but we are still up, you know? There is a way to stop scripts, but it's just cleaner to do a state machine. If you want to show me pictures, the main problem is trying to get an animation play if two keys are pressed at the same time. Like, if you're pushing up and left and you're going like a diagonal, like what would you want it to play? Because why would you be pushing two keys at the same time is my question. Like, you want them to go diagonally? This a 3D space. You would make a diagonal animation. Almost did it again. Do you have a diagonal animation? No, you're not distracting me. It's fine. I'm planning on playing this today and the rest of the week until I beat it, so I'm not bothered. It's not like I'm on a deadline. It's my own deadline. This is pretty. This is a pretty thing I have made. Let me get a cup. New cup. I'm still working on the diag animation, but yeah. So once you have the diagonal animation, if you want to see if it's changing from like left to diagonal, just make it a colored animation. Like, color the sprite to trigger until you get the diagonal animation done. Does that make sense? I still recommend state machine versus a script machine, but if you're gonna use a script, you gotta use if statements. If this, make a variable as well. If you're using a script machine, make a variable where it's like up is pressed and that equals 1 or whatever, and left is pressed and that equals 2. And then put if button press equals whatever, it's diagonal or whatever. Does that make sense? I know that didn't. I don't know if that one made sense. Don't forget to use variables. I did not get it perfect. Does, so try to do state machine. Okay, yeah. I tried. I hope that actually helps. I'm a state machine lover. Oh shit, variables would actually help a lot. Yeah, right? You forget about them. I used to. And then once I remembered to incorporate this, like, you'll probably have to make a few, but like, once you remember to incorporate the math of variables, it actually helps things from getting stuck a lot. Because simple is great, but sometimes too simple causes bugs. So, hey, you want this? Want to trade? Hold up, what's this? Did you bring me tea? Now listen here, I got no use for none of your tea nonsense. And don't give me this bunk about how it's soothing and calming and good for the soul. I don't want to hear it. You can screw right off with your pseudo-spiritual hippie nonsense and bring me something of actual value. Aw, I made this for you. Hey. Man, thought you would like this. Can I just put it up? I guess not. Can I just put it, like, right here and then maybe give it to her in a bit? Can I give you one of my yellow seeds? How about this? Yeah, Keegs is trying to, like, completely stop me from making super amount of scripts. And I got to a point I had to fix her script she did of a complete compilation of all my code. I have my thoughts on that. What do you mean she's trying to stop you from making a super amount of scripts? Keeks, is she having you make state machines at all? Because I feel like she never had us do that. I feel for you. Alright. I understand not making a bunch of separate scripts, but remember, one, you're making a game in 1 year. So spaghetti code, if it works, it's okay. It's 1 year. You're not getting paid for it to be pretty. The coding, it's okay that it's spaghetti. Two, if you make the spaghetti code and if you have time, because you're like 2 months away, right? Or not even 2 months. You got April and then a little bit of May. But let's say you get your spaghetti code and it's working. And you're like, I can condense this into, like, shorter code. That's fine. Take your time to do it. But, like, you don't have that time. And a ton of different scripts, but she made one big state machine. Try to put it all on my... But that's again... okay. That's again... State machines don't work for everything. I'm a big lover of state machines. But you can't use it for everything. Of what I learned. It is what it is. It is what it is. God, there's only a month and a half left. Yeah. Spaghetti coated up, SP. You gotta. No one is going to look at it unless you sell it. Which you're not. Because you're not supposed to with CCAD stuff anyways. But no one's gonna look at your code. No one. Other than Keeks. But to be honest, she'll probably give you a C anyways. It could be the prettiest code in the entire world and you would still get a C. So, spaghetti code it up and just make it. Believe in yourself. I hate to say this, but remember, there is a time to stop listening. If you have a timeline and you know you can get something done, stop listening to... Like, there is time for critique, there's time for help, but not all the time. And the teachers sometimes can overtalk. It's time to do stuff. And also, sometimes teachers feel like they have to say something when they don't, because they're getting paid to say something. And not all help is good help. And that's on period. I wouldn't have gotten done. I mean, to be real with you, I wouldn't have gotten done with either of my games if I listened in that class. I wouldn't have had a board game ready. I would definitely wouldn't have the board game ready. That would have been a mess. Because it was... The teacher wanted change after change after change. And then, after I would change it to their liking, she would want to change back because she forgot what she said. And again, she's getting paid to talk. I had to stop listening. I wouldn't have had a good loop for my video game. It would have been stuck in development hell. So, my biggest advice is stop listening. Take what you have learned so far, because you have learned enough, and spaghetti coat it up. Let's see it. She does. It's hard to get away sometimes. I do. I like her. If she ever watches this. I doubt she ever will. But if she ever does, I'm not trying to diss you. But that's how it is. It's like, they also love to say, kill your baby. But, like, they're the ones that's resuscitating it over and over. Also, we're talking about game development, Twitch, not actual child in-game. There's to a point where you have to stop resuscitating. That's the truth. Alright, not too shabby. What's its story? What's so special about it? Make up an elaborate lie about its origin. It's, you know, an ancient ruin. An ancient ruin, Missy. Everybody and their grandmother's got an ancient ruin lying around. Well, let me explain to you what's so special about this ancient ruin. I killed a man for it. I broke a promise to an old friend for it. It was a reward for saving an entire village. Reward. Oh, tell me about this village. What was the trouble? A magic-using warlord had been tormenting the village for months. Ghosts moved into the homes, and it drove property insurance way up. Everybody forgot their own names, and it was causing panic. I like the first one. And how did you handle the situation? I brokered a truce. It was fair, equitable, and all sides walked away happy. I stabbed him 30 times in the face. I was made a town hero. I stabbed him. Good, another victory for justice. So the townspeople gave me this ancient ruin as a reward. Alright, I can make use of this ruin. It has history. I like that. You got yourself a trade. Now pick one and only one item to take with you. I want the cup. But I do love little Meow Meow. I want the cup. I'm obsessed with cups. Finished. Good. After this, it's Nana Bucks or nothing. I don't have Nana Bucks. Can you wash this? Thank you. I need to find that other cup. Let's go clip. Let's go do things before we start another set of quests. I'm sorry if I sounded harsh in my advice. It's just, honestly, that's what will separate you for the future, is knowing when to stop listening and knowing when to listen. That's my advice on that. Because everybody got something to say, and everybody has preferences. And the person, that specific person, has preferences that make it very hard to create sometimes. It helps in any aspect of creative life. Well, actually, in any type of life. Because, if you make art and you post it, you might get some good feedback. Or, if you go to art school and you show a teacher a piece of art, remember their biases, and sometimes they'll have this wonderful thing to say to you, and it will change the way you do things. Other times, they will say something, and people have let it, like, a lot of people hate, is this the old tea shop? People hate art school because it kills the joy in them or whatever. But in reality, art school isn't supposed to kill your joy. It's supposed to show you other ways of doing things to, like, make you grow. So teachers will be like, maybe you should do it this way, and you get the choice to listen or not. Some people think that they have to listen, so then they switch all their stuff up, and then they stop drawing anime. They hate everything. They hate realism, but they're drawing realism because that's what school wants. But what's funny about that is a girl who works at Disney, went to CalArts, was talking about being accepted into CalArts and how she sent in her portfolio and she expected to get rejected because, for those that don't know, to get accepted into CalArts, it's 2% chance. They accept 2% of people that apply there. It's harder to get into CalArts than it is to get into Harvard and stuff. And she sent in her portfolio as a 17-year-old. She expected to get a bunch of feedback and to, like, apply again, but she got accepted. And now, as a veteran in the industry, she's graduated, she's gotten a job at Disney. She went back to her portfolio and she made a video about why she knows that she got accepted. And how back then she couldn't tell. And it was a bunch of, like, basically because she was unique. So you still have to keep what, like, you are versus what your instructors tell you to be. And that will actually make you shine and make you get jobs, like in Disney. I feel like I kind of rambled there, but if you clean up my sentences, it makes sense. Edit my sentences into a good paragraph. I'd rather be given advice than none. Ooh, neat. Yeah. Because she specifically was talking about how people complain about the CalArts style. And she said, but there wasn't a Adventure Time style until Adventure Time Creator existed. And the reason she got accepted, and Disney, when she was working there, even told her that we don't want you to copy. Like, when you're working on these shows, obviously there's a style, and there's an in-house style or whatever. But we want you to keep your personal work your own style, because that could become an in-house style. That could become the new CalArts style or Disney style. Like, they specifically told her, I don't want you drawing in the Disney style because you never know when it's gonna switch. So, wrapping that back around, the games, that specific teacher likes 3D and likes not story games. They hate reading. They prefer kind of AAA leaning action-y games. We talked about this in music as well. Story games still deserve to exist, even if that person doesn't like it. And we wouldn't have Undertale if everyone dipped on... Why can't I cut this? If everyone dipped on 2D. And look at what Undertale's given us. A teacher could have been like, that style is dead. Because technically it was. But he made it anyways. And now he can make whatever he wants. And he is worth a lot more when if he ever does join a studio. His name alone is like enough. So that's back to my don't listen to everything, you know. Oops. I hear something. The penguins were going nuts. Oops. We got a lot of new cups. That's exciting. I think we have that picture. Uh-oh. We have a lot of stuff. That's gonna drive me nuts. And we literally have 2 adventure creator games and they skip past all the dialogue. Yes, that drives me crazy. And it's not fair, but it is handy to have that though. Like when you're getting critique, it's very handy to see somebody that would skip past the dialogue. But also, would this person download your game? You know? Like, you're not selling to them. Because they want to download it anyways. You're selling to somebody that would download it normally. You're selling to someone like me. So if there's, like, it's nice to see if the dialogue acts up if you go too fast. But, also, would you even be talking to this person? If you were in the actual game world? The answer is no. They wouldn't stop at your booth to play it. They wouldn't play a demo of it. They wouldn't... Sorry, hold on. They wouldn't review it. They wouldn't download it. So, is that person really equipped to give you advice when they're not your demographic? Anyways, what are we doing? Oh, I gotta put all the stuff away. All my trinkets. Put that away. I didn't mean to do that. Where's my trinkets? Trinkets. Is that all the trinkets? I think so. I should probably just put these mushrooms down. I want to make tea with them, though. I want to see what's up with that. Do we already have that picture? I feel like we might. I kind of want to put that somewhere else. How do I get over there? There you go. We should probably make some more tea. Like balls. Tea balls. Let's do that. I know we're not getting a lot of story at the moment. Oopsie. Went the wrong way. We're doing some maintenance. Look at this, by the way. This is what he made. It's really cool. Our cup! Oh, did one of the penguins get it off? No, it's right there. Let's talk to you. Hello. I have done it. I have built the wind chime. It is there now. It is good. Thanks. Yes. Thank you. How are you doing? Like, imagine this game without any dialogue. Kinda need it. But, I saw a game yesterday called My Little Puppy. Had no dialogue. It was great. So, you know, both exist. Both are great. Quite well. Thank you, in fact. I was just thinking I would make a request. Have you ever heard of a silver moonlight tea? It is a variety that I drink once with the Vindian monks. The taste of it brought my tongue near to bursting. It was a blistering, potent drink. Yet, when the feeling subsided, I experienced a tremendous oneness with myself and the world around me. do not often wish for it, but at this moment I find myself desiring a cup. Perhaps all this talk of passion has stoked my adventurous side then. This game is making me want to get potionomics as well as this game, of course. Yes. I don't know potionomics. Sure, how do you make it? I would rather stick to my field guide. How do you make it? The monks placed 1 mess berry, 1 chip, 1 pell melon, and a mushroom into a pot of hot water. With dried tea leaves, of course. Is that too much to ask? Mess berry, chip, pell melon, mushroom. Does it matter what mushroom? I'm gonna write this down. Mess berry, chip, pell melon, mushroom. Thank you, Warrior Alta. Does it matter what mushroom? Silver Moonlight Tea. I'm assuming it doesn't matter. Do we have those? I know we need to make more teas. Or, yeah, more tea. I need to put this pot down. Unyielding, yes. Yes to everything. To all of it. What? That was another achievement. I kind of want to read out the achievements before we end today. We're not ending yet, but I'm just saying. I think I should put... I think I should get rid of this tea. Oh, wait. Can I give it to you? Hello, Miss. Boro is having a thought if you might indulge me. When our clearing changed, as you know, all of our plants were lost, but I have noticed that the pictures inside the shop appear to have stayed exactly as they were before. Anything that was inside a picture frame is still here with us now. Therefore, I'm thinking that perhaps it would be good to use the camera to build up some photo memories. After all, if we are going to once again lose our work, it would be nice to have something to remember it by. So what if you are filling up our picture frames with some photographs? These might be photographs of anything. Boro is not meaning to suggest a particular subject. Is this something of interest to you? I mean, yeah, I've been doing it. Potionomics is kind of like this, except you're a shop owner and you gotta haggle your customers into paying more for the potions you create. Ah. Just a handful of photographs around the shop would feel simply wonderful, I think. Please come see me once you've put some up. I would love to know when you feel it is complete. Well, it's not complete yet, but... Would you like this? Yes. Yes. Yay! Sorry, I'm fixing my slipper. Well, if it isn't a whaling tea, what fun. Miss Alta, you know what whaling tea is causing a person to attempt to do math, yes? Well, I will tell you a secret. Boro is normally very bad at math. That is why whaling tea can be so much fun. Watch, go ahead and be asking me a math question. A train departs at 10:30 a.m. What's 54,795 divided by 313? Let's see. Divided by 3, then carry the 1. The answer is roughly 67.4. Did you actually do the math? No, 4-0 did not. I was simply hoping you would mistake my raw confidence for the correct answer. But alas, whaling tea does not actually make one good at math, only confident. Hey, you got me. I would have believed you. You just did it so fast. I'm gonna go put this to be washed. Does that get put in my book? No. I think it would be fun if there was a Boro stamp. Let's go get tea. Oh my god, me too, bro. Boro. Great. Right? Like, he's great. To be honest, he could be right. I want to know. I didn't do the math. What mushroom should we put in there? I don't want to do a hue mushroom. I have one, I think. Ooh, another cup. And a plant. We're gonna read the achievements. This one's glitched. We're gonna read the achievements at the end of the stream. As long as I remember. See what I've gotten. Their model 2D or 3? 2D. It is. So right now, well, my new model. How much did you pay for it? I'm making a new model myself and getting it rigged. But this one is a oops. Hold on. This one is a customizable model made by Suiika, Suiika. You can find their coffee. It's like $120, which is not that much. And you can customize like everything. Hold on, let me show you. I have 2 versions of her. So this is the normal template one that like it starts at. And then you can like customize all the colors, the hair, the outfit. This is one version of me. And then I have a version with glasses and a jacket. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Let me switch back to the alien version though. I would show you my first model that I drew, but it's very outdated and it was made like 3 years ago. But the new one is coming up in this year sometime. What other stuff you can make? I can make games. I can code video games, make board games. I can draw anything, to be honest. I can make stickers. I can... What can I do? I can do a lot. And what about profile? Oh no! Are you a bot? We love artists here. We're artists. SP's an artist. I'm an artist. Adam Toot is an artist. But don't come selling stuff in other people's streams. It's rude. And it usually gets you banned. But I give second chances if you want to hang about. And I'll also forget that you did this, so if you wait a day. Yes, okay. Goodbye. Oh, he's leaving? Okay. You're welcome for the tea, buddy. I really enjoyed your company. Avocado, let's go. If you do that to a Discord bot, like type pomegranate, whatever, they get so mad. But it's so funny. I fought one person. One, it's like there's people that will add you if you're in the same group. He added me from Kage Boys group. And he was like, we're in the same thing, and it's like, we've never talked. I'm not active in there. Like, I'm in there. I lurk, but I don't talk in it. So, strike number 1. Strike number 2, I asked you to type something, and then he starts arguing with me, being like, I'm not a bot. But it's like, why didn't you type it yet? Huh? It's kind of weird. He ended up typing it, but then he got angry, and he was like, I just won't talk to you anymore. You wasted my time. It's like, okay. Don't talk to strangers. Then. I don't know, am I being mean? I only allow solicitors if they're 12 years old. Because I'm sure I was like that when I first joined DeviantArt. Not exactly, but I'm sure there was something similar to that. Where I was like, I'm an artist. Can you please look at my stuff? Oh, I gotta clean it. I need more leaves. I keep getting distracted. I need to remember to cut that out when I put this on YouTube. Because that was a bunch of nothing. I mean, I keep my little rant about, games in it, though. Oopsie. Put that away. Thank you. Talking about avocados. Have y'all tried avocado toast? Is it good? I don't think I like avocados. Avocados is one of those things that my autistic brain is like, you won't like this. Don't even try it. And I'm like, you're right. It's green. And it's sticky. Like, it's like, oh, yeah, you know, the texture. But I've never tried it, and maybe I should. Hello, hello, book lovers. It's Book by Mail Club again. I have to say, it's been a long time since I received such a positive response to a book as with Edge of a Bullet. Y'all really liked it. So let's read another Dirk Warhard novel. This time it's The Fastest Bullet Alive. I hope you like this as much as Dirk likes Justice. Later, Gators, we have a new one. I'm excited to read this. I've had sushi with I have had sushi with avocado on it now that I think about it. I like sushi. Some of them. I don't like cold sushi. I like the Godzilla roll a lot. That one's a good one. Now that we have to wait for the tea anyways, we'll read the book. Read. I really enjoy these. I'm gonna go put this in the library. I kind of... I'll put it over here. There you go. Okay. Tea time. Excuse me. Okay, so what do we need? I wrote it down. We need a messberry chip. Oh, messberry. And then a chip. What's a messberry look like? Like a grape, right? What's the grape one? Messberry. Put that away. What else did I have in my pocket? I already had a messberry. Oopsie. Chip. What's a chip look like? Okay. Carrots. We don't have one of those. It's 3 blues. Wait. Sorry. Or no. Blue and then the blues. Oops. Okay, chip, Pell melon. Which one is the Pell melon? The one, the special one. Okay. Wait, let's not leave the garden. Which plant does that? The bush. This one. I think we need a new one of these. How do you make it? Pink and the orange. Ah, it's gonna be off now. No! I meant... Dang. What was it, pink? Luckily I have the most of those. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Just from future me. Pell melon and a mushroom. I have mushrooms, right? No. I put them all down. Oh no. Okay. We'll use a gift shroom. That's all we needed, right? I think so. Let me put this other Pell melon. Oh, we need to let go of this, though. I could make Boro some tea. Hold on. Let me make Boro another cup of tea. It's not gonna be enough. That's okay. Boro, where are you? There you go. You brought Boro a cup of tea. Yes. I don't remember what tea we made last. I'm gonna be honest. Well, if it isn't a whaling tea... Oh, okay. It's the same one. Let's do the 2 plus 5. 7. much too easy. Please give Boro a harder one. That one. Your logic puzzle. Well, spaghetti code is happening. Hey, if it works. What's the rest of the puzzle? Yes, Anne. $55 divided by 9, carry the 4. The answer is 942. Correct. Really? Boro was simply guessing numbers at random. What an incredible coincidence. Perhaps Wailing Tea really does make a person incredibly good at math. I love you, Boro. I don't think that's probably right, though. But that's okay. I think I'm kind of obsessed with giving Boro some tea. If I'm being honest. I'll probably give him some of this, too. Okay. Messberry. Chip Chip. Hell Melon. And a mushroom. Nice. I wonder if we can get 3 cups out of this. Let me get some cups. Did I have a cup? No, but I did have this. I need to find a place for. There it goes.